Hello, I'm Menal from Oregon Department of Environmental Quality. I work on material system research, including things like microplastic and chemical pollutions, things for which we don't have rules and regulations, things that fall out of the laws that we have in place. And today I want to talk to you about well-being at the intersection of materials and life within the built environment. I pedaled up Rocky Butte. This scene unfolded. The city sounded mechanical, materially noisy. It was loud. I returned home, opened the back gate, and I was greeted by a Tory gate, the mark of a sacred place, my place. This grate marks Henry's garden, my little boy who dwells in ancestor land. This little corner, it's our sanctuary. I arrived near work, had to stop and take in the art of tearing things down. This is the mall we call Lloyd Center. How glorious the withering of things. I walked into the office, and I heard a female voice say, "Climate change." Her tone carried an existential weight. I paid no attention. This sort of thing gets fussed about quite a lot in my profession. I carried on. This change that you see from blue to blood red, that's climate getting ominous. So much data, so much zeal. Now this green to yellow and gray, that's the stuff I go on and on about. That's life diminishing, withering, disappearing, going, gone, extinct. Now that's really existential, don't you think? Y'all might know this guy. A hero. Clark's his name. The sturgeon he described back in 1805 as monstrous and plentiful. Today in 2025, threatened and endangered. 200 million years of resilience undone in 220. What do we sustain? This salmon here, they're facing the equivalent of a daily oil spill, says NOAA. Not that biblical guy, but the national agency. Runoff from land, tire particles, petrochemicals, pesticides, herbicides, making life oh so tenuous. The coho in the Pacific Northwest could be functionally extinct in 40 years, says NOAA. Let's hold that breath for a moment. Let's contemplate. What becomes of the salmon people when there are no salmon? What becomes of the place without the endemic beings? They who were here before the indigenous people. It's all disintegrating. What are we sustaining, really? See this pale blue dot? It says beware. That red, that's some existential stuff. Drying of land, drying of the earth. The blue dot becoming red. That's life draining. We see growing things only as material inputs. Trees, mere board feet or lumber. All the nutritive magic of soil and rain and wind and sun and stars to make sustainable wood chips. What? How can we take earth as material and sustain the land? What hubris, what fun! All the nutritive magic of soil and rain and wind and sun and stars, everything immaterial. What's that we are sustaining? Who needs earth? What's land good for, I ask? Let's fill it high, make our own mountains. What do we do? What do we sustain? Is it life? Is it hubris? What about the well of being that's being drained? I haven't met this fellow. Passed by his castle quite a few times, floating on my two wheels. What a view, what a sight! His tattered banner of pride, his precious stuff trash becoming. What is it that we're sustaining? I hear we want well-being for real this time. Are we ready to care for places near and places far away? Placeness, is people plus place. Recall those salmon, first food for first peoples. That's placeness. Could we sustain that? How? I present here some big numbers. I hope you're impressed. Let's take them in for a bit, but not too long. We might get depressed. What is it that we're sustaining? Our visions are blurred. Information overload plus attention deficit. What a combo. Let's pause now and again. Maybe rub the zeal out of our eyes. Sustain a clearer vision, if we can. What do we sustain is still the question. Let's sit with that for a little bit longer. Now let me pontificate just a little longer. The stone and the mountain, they're not the same. They're related but different. The artist me sculpts the stone, the mountain sculpts the human me. The mountain sustains me, but how do I sustain the mountain? Let me say this another way. The river and her waters are related and different. The absolute and the relative are not quite the same. There's climate changing and then there's reducing greenhouse gas. Know what I'm saying? Are you with me? Let us not lose sight of this essential message. Relationships are everything. There's a vast trench between sustaining something and being sustained. The difference between nature and nurture, the resource that we drag, is the trench. But this is no end. I know that. You know that. I welcome you. Come on board to the well-being bus. All y'all are welcome. There's plenty of room. We meander, we make many stops. Sometimes just to hang about and be well together, just like now.